Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of March 2022. We're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Aquarius, please remember energies do go both ways, so I could be picking up on your energy or your person's energy. Take the energies as they resonate for you. Also, Aquarius, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out with YouTube's algorithm. Oh, I love that current energy situation that you're going on. Okay, Aquarius. So, the main energy for your reading this month is the Queen of Pentacles. And man, you've got a lot of stability coming in this month. This could be that you're having an increase in your abundance, or it could just be that you're feeling so much more grounded, so much more stable, due to receiving some clarity about a situation between you and somebody else. So, let's see. In the recent past, you get the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Cups. There's definitely a divine connection showing up here for you. And I feel like you were finally able to achieve a sense of understanding, a sense of clarity. But it's not just kind of like, oh, you know, I figured out why they haven't texted me or something like that. It's much deeper. It's almost like you're receiving downloads, or you're getting some clarity on a very, very deep, like an intuitive level. It's almost like you're seeing the whole situation unfold in the clearest way possible. We'll see what this is about when we clarify, but in your recent past, your intuition was definitely playing a role here, and I feel like you listened. I feel like you're really like, okay, intuition, guide me. In the current situation, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Swords, the Emperor. There was some anxiety and pain tied up to a specific situation, and in the current situation, you are now experiencing a lot of balance and stability. So what once really disturbed you, bothered you, weighed heavy on you, doesn't faze you anymore. You are good, you are stable, you are balanced, you're sitting on your throne, and you know that you have everything that you need. And it's almost like this shift has been taking place for quite some time, but you're really noticing it in the current situation. Now, in the near future, you get the Ace of Cups, the Strength, and the Three of Cups. You want love here, and you want love with somebody very, very particular. You're showing me an energy of, I want to put this together, or I want this back together. But it's hard. But it's oh so hard. I don't know why it's so difficult for you in the current situation. We'll see when we clarify. But the desire for love is definitely here. So let's clarify. I'm going to start off by clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, which is the main energy for your reading this month. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Judgment, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Wands. You're gaining, like I said, a very deep sense of calmness, of stability, of I'm good with me, with myself, within myself. When it comes to something that happened in the recent past or in the past, what I'm seeing here is there was conflict, there was drama, there was a lot of not so great energies in a past situation between you and somebody else. But you're gaining this energy of transforming that and healing from that and stepping into your own power, your own stability, and really feeling like you within yourself on every single level have everything that you need to be successful and to feel good and loved and just supported internally. This is so pretty to just look at these energies and how they shift. Let's take a look at your recent past. I want to see what this High Priestess is for you in the recent past. The High Priestess is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, which you get again in the recent past, and the Six of Swords. Like I said, you're gaining clarity about something that you once found very confusing. It's almost like you didn't know if you should keep investing energy in trying to figure this out, trying to understand this, trying to figure out what the heck happened, or if you should just completely be like, you know what? Forget it. I'm never going to gain the clarity, understanding that I want. I shouldn't even be investing energy in this. Spirit came in and was like, you know what? You shouldn't be investing energy in this. Don't devote mental energy to trying to figure something out. Here, this is your answer. This is the clarity that you desire. And if you haven't experienced this yet, you're going to be experiencing it very soon. All I'm seeing here is something was very confusing to you, something was very uncertain to you, and you gained a lot of understanding around why it was confusing, why it was uncertain, and what's the best course of action for you. Let's take a look at this Ace of Swords for you in the recent past. Two more. The Ace of Swords is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, which you get again in the current situation, and the Six of Cups, which you get again in the recent past. So, this whole thing, this whole experience that you went through was a learning experience for you. It definitely involves somebody else. There is a soul connection here tied up to you, but everything that you've experienced with this person after you guys separated, or even if you're not separated, the difficult times that you two went through, this was all meant to help you learn how to step into your power. And in the recent past, you realize that. You're able to look back at everything that happened and be like, okay, this is why that happened. I understand that Spirit came in and did that for me, not to me. It was all meant to teach you how to really, really step into your power and step into the stable energy that you had within you, which I don't feel you were able to embody without going through this experience. Let's take a look at the Six of Cups for you in the recent past. The Six of Cups is clarified by the Death, the Knight of Wands, and the Magician. I feel like this connection did end at some point. This soul connection between you and somebody else came to an end at some point. However, you're showing me the passion is still there. I'm still drawn to this person. Whether it's just physical, where you look at them and you're like, wow, they're so hot, or whether there's something more. But I definitely do see a desire to pursue something with them. And you're manifesting that in the recent past. Despite the ending, despite all that, you do still have energies moving in their direction or directed in their direction. And you are manifesting something happening there. Now, this could be a reconciliation because we do see that showing up in the future, or it could be that you're just manifesting closure, manifesting a friendship. You are definitely manifesting something with them, though. Let's take a look at your current situation. This clarity that you gained in the recent past is very, very powerful, Aquarius. Very powerful. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see what this Wheel of Fortune is for you. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the King of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Hierophant, okay? Some of you may be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's shown up quite a bit for you here. It doesn't have to be, though. It could just be somebody with a lot of stability in your life. But either way, what I'm seeing is that this energy that you've experienced, there's a shift that's taking place in the current situation. You definitely did love this person, and I do still feel like you carry love for them, but I don't feel like you're as in love with them as you were, because now the energy of love is a little bit closed off. It's a little bit like, I don't want to invest that love, that energy in you. I'm investing it in myself. And what you're investing it in is also your growth, your stability, but the beliefs, your deeper, like inner parts of you, almost like your higher self. And so again, this could be different beliefs that you've held on to for quite some time, or it could be some spiritual work that you knew you needed to take care of or that you needed to address, but you really didn't want to go there. In the current situation, all the energy that you invested in that connection, in loving the other person and caring for the other person, you are now investing in yourself and directing it inward. And again, I feel like this whole chain of events started taking place because of this very deep clarity, this deep understanding that you gained in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Nine of Swords for you in the current situation. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands. You're completely just given up on all things that weigh heavy on you. If something stresses you out, if something freaks you out, if something gives you anxiety, or if something just doesn't sit right with you, you're like, okay, goodbye. Goodbye, I'm not dealing with you. And again, I feel like you're in the process of doing this. I don't feel like you're fully at that point where you can completely easily release anything that doesn't, I'll call it jive well with you, but anything that isn't aligned with you, you're learning and slowly starting to implement, letting it go, releasing it, and just feeling good. Focus on feeling good, feeling balanced, feeling happy. It's almost like, you know what, if it doesn't serve me, if it's not aligned with me, I'm easily going to release it. And you're learning how to slowly do that because you're prioritizing yourself, your feeling of success, your feeling of validation. This is like a very transformative reading, Aquarius. Like, wow. I did not think it was going to be this deep when I started. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's take a look at the Emperor for you in the current situation. The Emperor is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Five of Pentacles. So you're working on yourself and you are stable. You are showing up in a very, very stable energy, okay? And again, this could have to do with your business. This doesn't necessarily have to do with you internally. This could have to do with your business, your money, but there is an aspect here of your life which is a little bit paused. It's a little bit on hold. And the reason it's on hold is because you're carrying an energy of more so a fear of loss, a fear of this isn't going to work out. I don't know what this is. I do see that it shows up under very stable energy, very grounded energy. So this could definitely be your other person's energy, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign. But the energies here aren't moving because somebody is afraid of things not working out, of things not unfolding in the way that they want, and so they're not doing anything. They know what they want to do. They definitely want to take action here and make something happen, but they're afraid it's not going to work out, and so they're just like, it's safer for me if I don't move. It's safer if I just sit here and don't budge because, you know, if you don't try, you can't fail. You know? So that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. And again, could be with a relationship, could be with you, could be with a business. You would know what this energy belongs to. Let's take a look at your near future. I want to clarify this Ace of Cups for you in the near future. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Star. There's definitely somebody tied up to you here. You get the Queen of Cups and the the King of Cups, Queen of Cups in the same row. There's a lot of love here, and it's not just you love them. It goes both ways. You love them and they love you as well, and you guys are both having this desire to make something happen here. Okay, it's like a deep desire within you. I don't feel like either of you are taking action because again, somebody here is carrying the energy of it's not going to work out. I'm afraid it's not going to work out. But the desire to come together, the desire to bring love to the situation, the desire to have a brand new beginning in love is there, both for you and for them. Let's take a look at the Strength card for you in the near future. There's definitely another energy tied up to you throughout this whole reading, but I didn't really feel this person's energy until the near future because in the recent past, in the current situation, you were going through such an immense, beautiful transformation that I don't feel like this other person's energy could even come through because this was so powerful, what you were experiencing. Let's take a look at the Strength for you in the near future. The Strength is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. That's why it's so hard. Remember how I said in the near future, you want to reconcile, you want to get back together, but you're showing me it's difficult, it's too hard for me to do? It's because you're carrying some unprocessed emotional pain here. This fear in the current situation of it not working out is stemming from the fact that there's still heartbreak that you need to work through. And your guard is definitely up. I feel like this person, something happened between you and this person, which really, really hurt you. And I feel like it really hurt them too. But this is more so focused on your energy, where as a result of that, you're like, okay, I took that pain and I'm never going to experience that pain again. I'm going to make sure to guard and protect myself. And so even though you do want to put in the work, you do want to make things work between you and this person, you're still very, very defensive because of what happened in the past, because of this unprocessed emotional pain, and that's making things a little bit more difficult for you in the near future. Let's take a look at the Three of Cups for you in the near future. Three of Cups is clarified by the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like it's going to change. This whole focus that you have on protecting yourself, guarding yourself, calculating every possible outcome in this situation is going to change to you being more open to this reconciliation, right? Because you do want this. You do want to get together with this person. You do want to have a new beginning in love with this person. But I feel like you're still very defensive and very closed off to that opportunity. Or to that energy in the near future. But that's going to shift. You're going to be able to shift from an energy of no, I can't let this happen into I'm open to it. Let's let my heart lead and let's see where that takes us. This was one of the most beautiful readings I've done so far for the month of March. And I'm not even saying that, as a joke, Aquarius. Very, very, very transformative reading. Very transformative for you. Let's close off, or actually let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind this week. Or this month. Yeah. For the month of March, Aquarius, you get the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. This whole energy of having to try to think things through and try to overanalyze things and trying to really take everything into your mind and letting your mind take control is coming from a place of confusion. You are trying to make sure you don't repeat the mistakes of the past. You are trying to make sure that you do not get hurt again like you did in the past. You're trying to make sure that everything is crystal clear to you. And you are an air sign, so you like clarity. And so what your mind does is your mind comes in and it's like, okay, let me take the wheel. Let me guide the situation because I'm here to protect you. And it's coming from a place of confusion. But I feel like you're realizing that and you're healing that and you're working on that and you're letting your heart come to the surface. You're letting your heart play a role in this whole thing as well, which is beautiful. Let's close off your reading with an oracle card from the universe. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It definitely does. It definitely does. You can see the transformation. You can see the deep internal clarity that you're receiving in the recent past and how it just completely shifts the whole chain of events for you, Aquarius. So Aquarius, this was a very beautiful reading. I hope it helped and resonated with you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, make sure to check out your weekly reading up on the channel. I'll see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Aquarius.